Hello, my angel. Welcome and welcome back to Angelic Frequency Tarot. I'm Kristen, and I hope you guys are doing well today because that is what we were going to ask our angels. How are you doing? I feel like as tarot readers, we don't really ask that question. It's what's coming towards us or, what's going on with this situation. But I want to find out from your angels how you are doing as a collective. So, that is that's what we're going to look at. Okay. Now I'm hearing that there's some type of divine intervention going on for you as well. So again, that kind of ties in with the angels, like what's what's going on? How are you doing? What are the things that we need to work on? All of that. So we're going to, we're going to pull some cards, okay? And I'm going to start with some charms today. Let's take a look at what our charms have to say, and maybe, if you resonate with any of these, this could be your reading. So, all right, I'm sorry if this is loud. Get our charms. All right. We have the letter M. I'm just going to put all of the letters out here. All right, so we have the letter M. I'm seeing a G, a C, and an F with, wow, we got a lot of letters today. The cursive letter R and cursive U. Okay, so that's all of the letters there. I heard the name George, Francis, Chris, Christian, M, Madeline. All right, and then we have a feather here. Okay, a little feather. And that's perfect for an angelic reading because I always feel like feathers for me are angels. All right, and we have the word lovely on a heart. So they think you are lovely. We have some Virgo energy here, as well as dance, the word dance. So that's been coming up a lot, like, moving your body, being playful again, having fun. We have the, God, why can't I think of that? The evil eye. Wow. All right, so we have the little evil eyes. You are protected at this time. Again, angelic energy coming through. And then there's another heart, you guys. And it says, made with love. Made with love. Okay, so they believe that you are made with love. And there is definitely something going on here. Even just looking at these charms, I can feel the angelic presence that you have around you, okay? I also just heard earth angel. So you could be considered an earth angel right now. All right. This is the Divine Masters deck. So let's see what they have to say today. All right. We have Serapis Bay. Paradigm shift is what it says. Activation. Okay. So I just did a reading on an activation. So this is coming up again. This could be tied to that reading. I'll post it somewhere around here. Okay. Serapis Bay, paradigm shift, activation to grow, make the necessary change. All right. So it's time to grow and make the necessary changes right now. And all of a sudden, I'm a little bit short of breath. So you could be having some trouble breathing. Yesterday, I wasn't feeling all that good. And I feel like the energy's kind of been a little chaotic and crazy, but it's time for a paradigm shift is what that's saying. So there's a major activation right now. And you're being watched over, okay? Because there's some necessary change that has to go on in order for you to grow at this time. And I'm looking at this guy's throat chakra. It's all highlighted right here. And so I feel like there's a need to speak up. There's a need for you to say something in order to make this necessary change, okay, and get this activation. So, all right, what else do we need to know at this time, Spirit? Commander Ashtar's also here. Leadership activation. Time to evolve. Trust in your ability to guide others. Okay, so you could be guiding others at this time with Commander Ashtar here. Ashtar, excuse me. So you're stepping into a leadership position. And as I said that, I'm looking at the Virgo, which Virgo is a perfect choice for leadership. They're very practical, right? They like to get things done, very practical, in a practical manner. They're analytical, so they just have really good leadership skills and qualities. But it's saying time to evolve, right? And this saying it to grow, you have to make necessary changes. So you're evolving right now. Again, the third eye is highlighted in both of these pictures here, right? These depictions. But there's something being illuminated, okay? There's something here that's activating, and it's allowing you to evolve, to upgrade here. But you're stepping into, again, this leadership activation. Wow, activation here twice. So there's definitely some type of activation happening for you right now. And it could be very third eye, since both of these pictures here have the third eye highlighted. All right, let's look at the bottom of the deck. So we have Metatron and Sandalphon. I don't know. I'm sure I completely probably said that wrong. Sandalphon. Okay, and Metatron. Sacred connection, synchronicity, divine connection, understanding lessons. Okay, so you're getting to the point where you're understanding this lesson here of why you're here on earth, maybe your purpose. Okay, we have the blue beings here. This says light transmissions, wounds healed, important information, charging up. Okay, and I just heard selenite. So selenite could be important for you for cleansing and charging up, even charging up your other crystals. So that came to my mind. And then I'm also seeing this, it's a type of boat. It's a sailboat, but it's long and skinny. I don't know. I don't know anything about boats, okay? So it's a sailboat. So you're sailing forward. The water is smooth. So maybe there's some smooth sailing going into this charging up, right? This activation. But it's saying your wounds are healed. And so that's why you're getting this upgrade here, right? This evolution, expansion, this paradigm shift. So things are about to change in a very big way for you, because we also have the divine director. And this says, trust the process, create space for divine order to unfold. All right, so we're making space for, it says divine order to unfold. So it's divinely guided here, right? We're creating space. Okay, thank you, Spirit. We're creating space for this activation, this transmission. Because when I feel like lately you've been really just bogged down. And so that kind of stress carries over, right, into our life. That's why dance is here, because it's important to move and just release that stress that's been holding you back. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to pull some tarot next, and I have my angels. What is this? Angel. I don't know. It's my angel tarot. I know that. I can't think. Angel wisdom. Thank you, Spirit. Angel wisdom. All right. What is the message here? Give us some more information, Spirit. But there's a paradigm shift here, okay? You're becoming the leader of your own life again. Things, wow, that flew. That was the 10 of Wands that flew across the table, so we'll have to get that in a minute. Get some. All right. Bottom of the deck is the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is working on something, building something, collaborating even. Okay, let's take a look at what we got. We got renewal here, 9 of Wands, 6 of Wands, the Chariot, 3 of Swords. But the first card out is the 10 of Wands, okay? This says working too hard or too many hours, the need for balance in life. Let others help you. Health problems due to stress, okay? So that's what I was saying. This is about some stressful situations that you've been in. Like you've been bogged down with this energy lately. And, you know, it's time to just release that. Like she's holding her head. She's just exhausted. Completely exhausted. Look at that picture. Look how, like, just, I don't know, tired and even confused a little bit too. All right, so then we also have renewal. This is reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. Time to head in a new direction. Clarity on your life purpose. So you've talked about your life purpose, okay? In your heart, you know what to do. I love that. This is renewal, right? Renewing your mind. Judgment. This is the Judgment card, okay? But yeah, you are, I'm seeing you're being lifted up. Like angels are actually lifting you up. That's what I'm seeing right now. And you have no idea. You have no idea of the army of angels that surround you at this time. Anointed. That's what I just heard. You're being anointed in some way as well. Okay. The 9 of Wands is saying you've had to just be very defensive, right? You've had to stand your ground. You are a wounded warrior. That's what this card is, the wounded warrior card. But here it says wounds are healed, right? Wounds are healed with this, the blue beings. Look where my finger is. Okay, wounds healed. And this wounded warrior energy is no longer, because this card is saying that has been taken care of, right? With the forgiveness to yourself or from others, whatever it is. It says, protect what you have created. Be prepared. Never give up. Ask your angels for help. Environmental activism and animal rights. So you're not giving up. Right? And there's victory in that 6 of Wands. Your victory, I said that really weird. Your victory, because I was kind of going like towards victorious. You're victorious here. I know I'm a dork. Just leave it alone. But 6 of Wands says that you've made it, right? You've made wise choices that are being publicly recognized and success here. Wow, promotions, awards, and scholarships could also be significant. And this is happening fast with the Chariot here. This is fast forward movement, and it says rewards that come from hard work, successfully balancing many priorities at once, determination and willpower, public recognition. So you have that twice. You're definitely being recognized here. People are seeing you. They are watching you. But with the 3 of Swords here, it says great sadness that will heal with time. Let go of the past, personal growth that comes from challenges, healing misunderstandings, and being there for those in need. Okay. So usually the 3 of Swords I feel like there's some type of heartbreak or heartache. But I feel more with this reading and this coming out, it's more about the angels protecting you. Like, I feel like this is more of like a guarding, like they've surrounded you. This army of angels have surrounded you and are protecting you fiercely at this time. I don't feel sadness when I hold this card. I feel protection. And so maybe they're protecting you from heartache at this time as well. Okay. So Three of Swords energy is here. All right. We're going to pull some angel answers. Okay. I just heard to pull a card on this Three of Swords. So maybe I got it wrong. Let's see. All right, Spirit. What is... Oh, thank you. So the sun at the bottom of the deck, there is definitely happiness. But we have awakening and we have the Ace of Pentacles, clarifying this Three of Swords, okay? So clarifying the Three of Swords, I said it was more about protection. So this is saying being clarified by awakening, which is the Hangman energy. All right, so this is saying, you know, seeing things from a different perspective. Let's read the card. But it says a temporary pause for reflection and insight, an awakening where you see things in a whole new light. Embrace your own uniqueness, charitable actions, okay? So this could refer to being stuck, being on a pause, right? There's not a lot of movement here, but you're seeing things differently. Maybe a heartbreak made you see things differently, but it's bringing you a new opportunity with this Ace of Pentacles here, a tangible opportunity to move forward. Right, let's read it. It says a windfall of abundance, wise counsel, or good fortune, an exciting career opportunity, a lucrative contract, significant purchases like a home or a vehicle, okay? So however you're seeing things differently now, or you're taking some time out to try to, after maybe this heartbreak, right? You took some time out, and because you did that, you know, you pushed the pause button. Y'all, I can't talk today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh man. But it's bringing about this new opportunity. Okay. It is bringing about success, a windfall. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for clarifying that. Okay. And then the sun at the bottom of the deck, I'm being told to grab that. It says a great time of joy and success. Y'all, we've got success here like 3 times. Success, success, success. So whatever this is, it's going to be successful. You're going to be recognized. But this says a time of great joy and success, brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities, plans that work out perfectly, gratitude to the divine. So a reminder to be grateful in everything that you do. Be grateful. Wow, the Magician underneath that. So, all right, angel answers. Is that okay, Spirit? I heard yes. All right, let me shuffle these guys. So you can take this time while I'm shuffling to ask a question, and you know, maybe the angel answers will provide you with an answer. It could be yes or no, but this deck has a lot of different answers. Like this says communicate clearly, which we've been talking about the throat chakra. Okay, so, but y'all, there's a big activation here. A big activation. There's been a lot of, you know, stuff that's happened in the past, but it is bringing you down a really beautiful, hold on, I heard to stop. Okay. It's bringing you down a really beautiful path that's full of abundance. Okay. Something that's happening fast, something that's going to bring you a lot of public recognition. And right now you're just in this charging up activation time. I just heard not yet. So you could be like in this charging up period, right? You're in this process of evolution and this charging up, really. We're using this time, maybe this pause, right? The hangman, to trust the process, and we're creating space for this new activation, this leadership position to open up. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Let's cut the deck. I don't know if I did that. All right. So I hope you've asked your question. Let's see what the angel answers. I'm just going to get a few of these and see what comes out. So, angels, what do we need to know? This collective has asked their questions. So can you answer their questions, please? And there's your 3. Okay. Bottom of the deck says helpful people. Okay, so lean on others to help you at this time. If you feel like you are going through too much and it's too much of a burden, just, you know, it says get more information. Okay, so take the time to really focus on that. Trust is also here. And I also got not the right time. So if you asked for something specific, it's not a no, okay? So let's make that comparison here. It's not a no, it's just not the right time for something specific, okay? For someone that asked a specific question. There's a trust here. There has to be a trust built. And that's where this card comes in, right? Trust. Trust the process. So there has to be some trust built here. There has to be some trust built up. But we have get some more information. So there's a build up here, right? There's time to build up whatever you need to find out, okay? I heard pull a card on it. All right, so what do we need to get more information about, Spirit? Oh, I heard a new deck. Okay. Grab another deck here. All right, so Spirit, what do we need to get more information on this time? I want to get in there. All right, what do we need more information on, Spirit? Can you clarify, get more information? Clarify, get more information. The Star. Hoping, waiting, healing here. Wishes. Okay, so the Spirit's saying it's time to get more information on something that maybe you're trying to heal. But this is, being hopeful. What else? I feel like there's more. What else do we need to know? Okay. So 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Get more information. Whoop. Lucy? No. All right, let me pause for a second, guys. All right, sorry about that, you guys. I have new neighbors, so they were kind of being a little bit loud. But all right, so we have the Star, we have 3 of Pentacles, and we have 2 of Cups. And what I got when I had to pause the video for a few minutes was that there's a situation where you're in a partnership, some kind of relationship or commitment here, and you're trying to build something, but there needs to be some healing that goes along with that. So that's why get more information. If this was about any type of relationship, there needs to be more healing. Okay, we had wounds are healed, but if this was specific to a relationship with this 2 of Cups coming out, and you're trying to build something with somebody or a partnership, or this could even go career, especially with collaboration here, building something together. you're definitely wishing for something to happen with this. But this star is also about healing. So really, I think what this is saying is to focus on your healing. Really focus on being there for yourself and committing to yourself here. Not that you can't be in a relationship, but get more information. That's what I'm getting for that, okay? Trust is pretty self-explanatory. Oh, look, we have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. So this is going to happen in divine timing. Whatever this situation is for you, you've been hoping, wishing, praying. It will happen, but it will happen in the right time, okay? Let's pull a couple cards for this not the right time. Spirit, why is it not the right time? This is too many. Why is it not the right time, Spirit? Clarified, not the right time. Thank you. All right, so Page of Wands and wow, Nine of Cups. So you asked about some type of wish fulfillment here. Something that's gonna make you happy. I mean, both of these, wow, both of these pictures or depictions here. So Nine of Cups, okay, Page of Wands. Look how they're both kind of jumping for joy, excitement, okay? I can feel your excitement around this, whatever this wish fulfillment is, right? There's a lot of dance, movement, like just, it's crazy how they both look so similar. You could have blue hair and tattoos as well. But y'all look, I mean, the Page of Wands is ambition, right? Excitement, joy. But it's saying it's not the right time, Spirit. What is this about? Okay. What is this about? I heard one more. What is this about? Why is the Nine of Cups and Page of Wands here for not the right time? Okay, so it's some type of manifestation with the Magician here and Judgment at the bottom of the deck. Let's see. So whatever you're trying to manifest, it's a wish fulfillment here. And it's going to be exciting, but Spirit's saying it's not the right time for this to come through just yet, okay? There's a lot of trust that has to be built here, and there's still some healing going on. Even though we had wounds healed, there's still some with the star here that still need to be healed. But we did get a windfall of abundance here when we clarified the Three of Swords. So it is coming. It's just Spirit saying it's not the right time for it. Okay. All right, let's close out with an angel number. Trust. Trust is here. Okay. And I just did another reading on believing in the impossible. So watch that. Watch that. That was a really good reading. All right. We had 999. 9999. 4 nines, okay? Whew. It says, reflect on your achievements and the journey that led you here. This reminder encourages you to stay optimistic and keep striving towards your goals. Keep your momentum, supported by the powers of heaven. What did I tell you? This is what your angels are telling you. You've accomplished great things. Now embrace the rewards you've earned. Heck yeah. Okay, why can't I get, there we go. I gotta move that light again. All right, you guys, I'm gonna send you some good energy, but it says on here, lessons learned, right? You have put in a lot of work and you've done a lot of things, accomplished great things is what it's saying. So now it's time to embrace the rewards that are coming towards you. It might not be in your time. That's okay. Or you might need more information, but Spirit's saying it's coming. Be patient. Trust, right? Trust the process. You are being evolved. You're stepping into a leadership position, okay, in your life. And it's time. I'm sending you so much good energy. Just allow this energy to wash over you, you guys. Just let it cover you, soak into every cell of your body. Thank you, angels, for this energy. Thank you, Spirit, for using me as a conduit. All right, you guys, thank you for being here. If you've made it this far, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm so grateful for all your energy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Take care.